again.
Thank you. At this time, we will begin our public hearings. The first public hearing is to receive citizen comments regarding the intent of the Board of Supervisors to approve an ordinance creating voting districts and precincts in accordance with applicable federal and state laws, since reapportionment of voters into districts and precincts being made necessary by the completion of the decennial census. Our first speaker is Larry Snyder.
Yeah, I'm from Fort Valley, and Shenandoah, Fort Valley now is shifted to District 3.
You can come forward up here and state your name and address for the record, please.
Fort Valley, which talk Colorado. The question I had was there any consideration given to adding a 7th supervisor since we got more people in the county? I mean, we get more of everything else, why not another supervisor? And the other question for Mr. Morris, because you've been here a long time. Did we used to have 7 supervisors at one time?
Not since I came on the board. Initially, we had 2 supervisors in the northern end of the county, 2 in the central and 2 in the southern, but as far as I know, since I've been on the board, I've been with 6.
I remember we had Mr. Sonneberger and Ed Connors.
Right, but see, you had 2, each district had 2. You had 3 districts and 2 supervisors in each district, yes, sir.
Why would somebody would consider it 7 supervisors? And the other thing is, a lot of people in Fort Valley are not even aware of what's going on. Basically, everyone I talk to, they said, what?
And I think you're right, that most people have not seen the map and won't know about it until we get the card in hand that they'll be voting in wherever. You're right.
There'll be a lot of phones ringing in.
Yes, sir, ours.
Is there anyone else who would like to speak at this public hearing? I declare this public hearing closed. Our second public hearing is to receive citizen comments regarding a bond resolution authorizing the issuance by the county of not to exceed $1,308,415 revenue bond to be sold to Virginia Resource Authority, VRA, as the administrator of the Virginia Water Facilities Revolving Fund. Is there anyone who would like to speak at this public hearing? Hearing none, this public hearing is closed. Public hearing number 3. To receive citizen comments pursuant to section 15.2-14279F of the Code of Virginia as amended to amend an ordinance pertaining to chapter A170 Shenandoah County landfill fee. The proposed amendment would increase the per ton fee for commercial haulers from $36 to $45. Is there anyone who would like to speak at this public hearing? I declare this public hearing closed. Public hearing number 4. To receive citizen comment pursuant to section 15.2-1427F of the Code of Virginia as amended to amend an ordinance pertaining to chapter 156, Vehicle and Traffic, section 156-A1, adoption by reference. The proposed amendment adopts by reference those state laws that take effect July 1, 2011. Is there anyone who would like to speak at this public hearing? If not, I declare this public hearing closed. Thank you. Under old business, we have a consideration of an endorsement for an economic development strategy planning project and the appointment of a steering committee. We have an economic development committee. We are going to change that somewhat and also maybe see if we can put some more thought into the economic development that we would like here in Shenandoah County. And so at this time, I would like to make some appointments. That doesn't mean that there won't be more appointments made. There may be some additions to this committee, but to start, we're going to have 6 members. The chairman of the Economic Development Committee is currently Dave Ferguson. David Ferguson would be the chairman also of the new committee. Also on the new committee would be Supervisor Sharon Baroncelli. The superintendent of schools, Dr. Keith Rowland, would be a member. The planning commissioner from District 6, Leon Smith. The IDA director from District 5, Ted Ray. And also the IDA director from District 3, Blake Phillips, would also be appointed to this committee. And of course, it would also have the staff member, Vince Poling, who is the current Economic Development Committee staff liaison, would also be with this committee. So, do I have a motion for approval of the project and also this committee?
I will make a motion for approval, but I have comments.
Yeah, I'll second.
We didn't have, you didn't have.
I thought I
Did
did.
you? Oh, you did make it. Okay. All right, I thought you said you didn't. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Now discussion.
I like your suggestion. I had a couple comments in regards to the makeup of the committee, so that we can kind of be flexible and open-minded that if we want to add someone in the future, we could. I think that would be good.
Yeah, I think it's important that we can always add someone to the committee if we feel there's an important segment that needs to be added. So that's why we want to leave it a little bit open-ended. Any other comments concerning this? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed likewise. Consideration of planning commission items. Our first item is a consideration of a special use permit and site plan for the installation of a 190-foot cell tower in Fort Valley at Kings Crossing. Mr. Davis, do you have any comments?
Not at this time. The plan commission has recommended approval. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved. Is there a second? Thank you. Any discussion?
Yes, I have been in touch with Brandon and also Greg, who's the attorney for AT&T, and as you know, they've agreed to offer us a antenna site on that tower for safety if needed. And so there will be a letter coming to Brandon within the next 2 weeks from AT&T. Thinking that way.
So it'll be official at no charge. Any more discussion? Hearing none, I think we need a roll call vote on that.
Ms. Baroncelli? Aye. Mr. Morris? Mr. Baker? Mr. Neese? Dr. Helsway?
Aye. Under new business, consideration of a resolution authorizing the issuance of a $1,308,415 revenue bond for the leachate septic project at the landfill. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? Any more discussion? Hearing none?
I do have some questions,
Okay.
and only because of a question I received, and I have not seen the story in the paper regarding the cost versus what is written in the paper. The true cost is 1.3 million, as stated in such.
That is
Okay.
the cost, the information that was in the newspapers.
Okay.
I responded to that and copied you with that response with the information. This is the cost of the project. There was some money that was spent up front at the beginning of the about 18,000